Hey guys, so today's video is going to be about facts about TNT. So, did you know the biggest TNT explosion radius is 7 blocks in every single direction? That's really rare with a 5% chance of happening. Also, TNTs don't explode with a torch like this, or they don't explode through a block. They don't explode through a block or any type of block or anything like a fence post. Even if you place it on top of the fence post, it still doesn't work. But what does work is a daylight sensor will activate TNT. A daylight sensor will activate TNT. Okay. Also, if you put fire next to TNT, it will also ignite TNT, like you see right here, and explode it. Also, if TNT is fully surrounded, it will only explode 1 block in every direction and make this little cube, as you see here. And now up here, if you turn on explosions off at the right time when TNT is exploding, there's a chance of the TNT eventually it's really hard to do this. If I go to settings, I just messed it up. But you have to do it really quick. If you turn off TNT explosion and while TNT is still being ignited, it will not explode the TNT and it'll be just a little white box just lying there. And even if you turn explosions back on, the little white block won't explode. It'll make a constant hissing sound like a creeper. Also, the only other block that's similar to TNT, well, not block, but only other thing that's similar to TNT within the explosion radius is the gas fireball, which is obtainable but without the explosions, pretty much, which is the fire charge. And you can use fire charges to ignite TNT. Most redstone stuff is used to ignite TNT. So if a daylight sensor works on top of a TNT, then why doesn't a torch or a redstone torch work anywhere on TNT? Explosions off or on. Now this is cursed. This is cursed. Also, some people may believe that the explosion force is powered by the specific type of thing you use. It's not. It's just completely random. There's no coordination in what type of thing you use makes a bigger explosion or anything. It's all the same. It's just random number generators. Unlike some people will believe, it's just random number generators. This one was a daylight sensor, this is another daylight sensor, and then, yada yada. So, another weird thing about TNT, unlike most blocks that have the ability to have the whole gravitational thing, they don't fling other blocks with the gravitational thing, but TNTs fling other TNTs. TNTs are the only block that's able to go into that state where it's then an entity. And you explode a TNT, you like, let's say, hey, I just ignite this entire tower real quick. They all turn into entities, and then one will explode, flaming the other entities, which all of the entities that TNT turns into have infinite health, and can't die unless the TNT itself explodes, which just makes the entities invisible, while saving the game from lagging. They're still physically there, just not. Like, they're still there. You're able to push them around after they explode, just they don't exist. They just go invisible pretty much, and you're able to walk through them. Another fact about TNT is that there's a rare chance, and I mean really rare chance, for TNT to explode and have the same effect as turning off explosions during a TNT explosion. There's a rare chance for the TNT to explode and the entity stays the way it is. There is also a 1% chance for a TNT to just not explode on land. There's a 1% chance of that having that happening, and I haven't seen it anywhere, but there's a 1% chance of it happening. Also, TNT blast radiuses in height can go higher than the length it can go. The height that TNTs can explode could be all the way up to 10 blocks in height, which, if you talk to me, that's really tall. Another fact about TNT is that TNT is really weird in a way. So there's the wick, but the wick doesn't do anything. What's the wick's purpose? I have no freaking clue, but it just exists. It doesn't do, okay, that's satisfying. It doesn't do anything. The wick just sits there and does nothing. But if I go over to wood and then go, make sure the wood's like this, and then I ignite the wood, it will act like a wick and will slowly go down to the other pieces of wood and will eventually ignite the TNT. Well, if I can speed this up real quick. That's too close to TNT. But if I speed that up a little, TNT will eventually ignite after so long. Another example would be for the TNT to be in like this type of area where there's a block away from it where you're able to ignite it like this, and then it will ignite itself. And so, the whole ignition. The reason why they're entities is because Mojang has no way to figure out how to make so of that type of thing is there. Originally, when TNT was first added, it had the physics of sand. And just, it could go inside of itself. And so that's all the facts for right now, and this is the end of the video. See you guys next time.